friends, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode of From My Desk. This is an ongoing series on my channel where I share bits and bobs of my life. Think of this like a video call from my desk to yours. I share what's been working for me, what I'm learning, what I'm trying to figure out in my planner and my journals. And yeah, this is really casual, super chatty. So for context, if you don't know me, my name is Claudia. I've been bullet journaling on and off for 8 years now, and I'm finding myself right now in a very peculiar situation. I feel like I'm in this transitional phase where I'm trying to balance the responsibilities and duties I have in motherhood and homemaking and with work, with my content creation. So I'm looking for a system that truly supports this stage of life. If you have seen my 2026 planner and journal brainstorm video, I'm currently in an experimentation phase. I've just stopped bullet journaling and I'm focusing on testing out the Hobonichi Weeks. Why? It's because I've been kind of swept up by the Hobonichi season hype. They just had their launch drop. I did not purchase anything. It would not be wise of me to spend a ton of money on something that I don't know will truly work for me. So right now I'm just in a trial run with Hobonichi Weeks. I'm trying to see if this layout is something that will work for me moving forward. I got this back in 2023 when I had my oldest, my daughter. I initially wanted to use this as a way to memory keep and journal about her growth, her development, any milestones that she met in her first year of life. Sadly though, this is very unused. There are a ton of blank pages because I just didn't have the time to sit down and write. I thought it would be a good idea to repurpose this, give it some life, and to also try out the layout. I'm also considering the Traveler's Notebook system. I think I will maybe buy an insert in the future to test out the sizing of it and the layout to see if that's something I might want to venture into. I'm honestly really overwhelmed. I don't want to purchase something because I am caught up in the hype of it. I'm swept up by the idea of owning it rather than truly using it. I want to make mindful, practical decisions instead of chasing planner hype. So whilst it is planner season and everyone is out there already purchasing their planners for next year, I'm taking a back seat. I'm letting this restless energy fly by me. I'm going to focus on trying things out, trying to be as frugal as I can and as creative as I can, even though sometimes that's the harder thing to do instead of buying something brand new. And we'll see where that takes us. First, I want to talk about the current system I have going on here, and then we will set up for the week ahead. Firstly, let's start with this. This is my pocket notebook. It's a Moleskine grid notebook here. This is basically my scratch pad. It's where I jot down any ideas, thoughts, notes, reminders. We're talking like grocery lists, video ideas. What I do is when I'm done with the idea, when I have migrated the information to its final place, I just use a red pen and cross it out so I know that I can recycle these pages. This is my on-the-go scratch pad. And anything that I haven't X'd out yet or crossed out, it means I need to migrate this information. And these are notes that I just wrote last night for this video I'm filming right now. This is my junk journal. It's a Stylogy B6. This is my reading journal in a 6-ring binder. This was my bullet journal. I did everything in this notebook. It was my command center. It's got my monthly overview. It's got my weekly and daily to-do lists. I journal in this. I habit track as well. I do brain dumps, mind maps, everything. Now let me talk about my experimentation with Hobonichi. So let's start with the weeks. I am pleasantly surprised by my experience with Hobonichi Weeks. I received a fair amount of comments from you guys from the planner brainstorm video saying that I would feel possibly restricted in using Hobonichi. And I totally understand where you're coming from because this is quite structured compared to a blank notebook, right? But I'm really enjoying this. Firstly, I love the size of this. It is so satisfying to hold a wallet-sized notebook. I love the feel of it. This makes me want to immediately purchase a translucent cover to it and personalize it, but I'm holding off on that because I don't want to spend more money when I'm still trying things out. And so far, I really like the experience of using it. I get excited and giddy every time I get to open my planner. I bring this with me everywhere, even though this is more like my everyday carry. This comes along too. It's so lightweight. It doesn't add anything to my bag when I toss this in as well. And it's just fun. I feel excited to use it. I love opening it and checking what's on my to-do list and writing in it and whatnot. I don't know. It's just been fun. What this trial run is teaching me so far is that I don't have to take myself too seriously. It's okay to have fun without perfecting everything. Obviously, I had to change the dates on this because this is from 2023. And so it's imperfect, but it's fine. Like, I'm trying things out. And usually I do the one pen test where when I try something out for the first time, whether it's a new planner, a new layout, I usually stick to one pen, one black pen, so I can focus on function over aesthetics. And I broke my rule. I took out a red pen because I really enjoy crossing things out with a red pen. In my Techo, I initially started out using it with just a black pen. And then when I had a good lay of the land, that's when I added color. But you know, it's a man-made rule. I made this rule to myself, and even though it's helpful sometimes, I'm also realizing that I don't need to restrict myself. If I want to try something new, I should just try it. Also, if you've been on this channel for a long time, you know that I have never really customized my notebooks before, and I'm wondering if this could be an opportunity for me to decorate and to, you know, add a cover, to add stickers. I want to figure out what works for me function-wise, but I also want to have some fun. This is what I've been doing in my trial run for the Hobonichi Weeks layout. So first, I divide the weekly calendar layout, with 1/3 being for events and appointments, and then the other 2/3 for to-dos. Here I have a bit of a habit tracker / Alistair method chore section. And instead of doing a rolling weekly to-do list, I decided to just break up all of my tasks into home tasks and work tasks. It is beneficial to have a rolling weekly go down this entire page and then just schedule my to-dos accordingly. But I also like being able to use a red pen and to cross something out when I complete them, because when it comes to migrating anything that's not been done for the next week, it's so easy for me to see what's not been done. It's so clear. For this current week, I changed it up a little bit. So I have my events and appointments on this side. I extended this weekly calendar further out onto the right page. I have my homemaking to-dos on the left column and my work to-dos on the right column. So there is some differentiation, which is helpful, but I still get a bird's eye view of everything that's going on. I created myself a weekly focus because I felt like there were some really pressing tasks that had to be done during the week that didn't have to be necessarily scheduled on a specific day. That's the kind of planner I am at the moment. I don't need any dated daily pages because I don't really know if I will get something done on that specific day, but I know for sure that I need to get that thing done by the end of the week. I have another Alistair method rolling weekly chore section here. I just called it something else. And then any to-dos for the week, I just pull from here and they end up here, besides anything that I've already written here. I really like this layout so far. I kind of miss the rolling weekly, being able to soft schedule tasks, but I can live without it as well. I have measured the wardrobe shelves. I ended the giveaway and retracted the giveaway links. I need to try on clothes today. That was part of the weekly focus. Film plan with me video, which is happening right now. What I'm realizing so far in using the weeks format is that how surprised I am and how much I can fit in such a small amount of space. Like, I used to plan, schedule, organize, and process my life in an A5 notebook. But now with much smaller real estate, I can do the same amount of stuff, which is kind of shocking to me because now I'm realizing, did I write and use that much space because I needed it or because it was there and I just had to fill up the space? I don't think this is cluttering my focus whatsoever. I don't feel restricted, but possibly I don't feel restricted because I'm still in the honeymoon phase of trying this out. I'm scared that when the novelty of using this wears off, I'm going to think, was it ever meant to work for me? I'm also scared of finding out that I'm not a planner girly and that I might always need custom spreads. But we'll see. That's just me overthinking. Now that the week is coming to an end and I'm starting to see gaps here and there, it's itching me to decorate, which is totally not my usual approach. I'm someone who's always been very minimal, basic in my bullet journaling approach. It's what's always worked for me. But now that I have this desire to experiment with decor, creativity, I don't know if I should decorate and place stickers prior to filling out a spread or after. Like, I can see pros and cons with both. If I put stickers on after, it would be a reward at the end of the week and I would know exactly where to place some stickers. Whereas if I do it at the beginning of the week, I wouldn't know where to place them because I wouldn't know if I needed that extra space to write. But it might be an incentive to plan for the next week because it's all decorated and I don't have to wait till the end of the week to do so. As you can see, I'm really overthinking this. This is what I have set up in my notes pages section. I only have a monthly health tracker and health diary. This is where I track the supplements I take and any symptoms I've been experiencing. Something I need to think on is what kind of collections I want to have at the back of this notebook. Like, am I going to have a habit tracker? Am I going to do a finances log? Will I do a stationery wish list? And also with these collections, are they going to be time bound? If the information is only relevant for this specific year, then I won't have to copy all this information and then migrate it over to the next notebook for the next year. However, if the collections I have contain information that is not time specific and that I would need to carry forward, then a more suitable notebook would be trying a traveler's notebook insert instead. Which brings me to another key question, which is what size really works best for me? This is the N2 size, the Hobonichi Weeks size. Would an N1 traveler's notebook, like regular standard insert, work better for me? Would an A5 notebook work better for me? Or a B6, a B6 Slim, etc.? I am overwhelmed, incredibly overwhelmed by the choices of sizes out there. I am also very curious about the traveler's notebook flexibility. I know that there are numerous independent Etsy makers that could provide custom covers. I don't need to stick to their proprietary sizing and inserts. But yeah, that's something I also have to figure out, is if this size is working for me. What I'm also reflecting on as I'm trying to balance simplicity and creativity with my past approach being functional minimalism and my new curiosity being exploring enjoyment and creativity in stationery, is that I know the best systems are often invisible, at least for me. They are low friction and they help me think without the distraction of noticing that these tools exist. Like, I love my Muji pens, but I don't baby them. They help me get the job done, which is thinking and planning on paper. However, on the flip side, at the same time, I also want to enjoy the tools that I use. Like, I would love to invest in some fountain pens and I would love to personalize and decorate, which would then bring me back to the question of, am I more drawn to owning and decorating planners and notebooks than actually using them? Anyways, with all that yapping set aside, let's plan for the next week together. I'm going to recreate this layout. I really enjoyed it. For the weekly focus, I like to have 3 homemaking tasks and 3 work tasks. Now I'm going to write in any events, appointments, any time-sensitive things going on for next week. I don't know, my pen's not really working. It must be because my daughter was playing with my pen this morning, drawing all over. You can see right here. There is plenty of ink, but it's not really working. I don't think I'm going to migrate any tasks onto here just yet until the week is really over. So there we have it for next week. Let me know, do you ever feel caught between minimal function versus creative expression? And also let me know what's worked for you in choosing planner sizes and systems. I would love to hear your experiences, and if you have any tips, any advice for me, please drop a comment down below. Here's a close-up look at my Hobonichi Weeks layout. Moving on, I want to talk a bit about journaling. I initially in my bullet journal was doing 1 line a day, and I really enjoyed that. And at the moment, I'm currently experimenting with some daily journaling in my Hobonichi Techo A6 because I have quite a good amount of blank pages I wanted to use up. And I'm really sad to say I'm not enjoying this at all. It feels like such a chore to have to fill up the page. And I think that's because my days are super ordinary. They're super mundane. I do more or less the same things every day. I do dishes, I do laundry, I cook meals, I clean up after the kids. There's not really too much to say. I started off strong, and then as the days went on, I was like, okay, this is getting kind of tough to keep up. And I'm only on the 4th day of trying this out. I even tried to incentivize myself by placing stickers, and that didn't really encourage me to daily journal. And so I'm wondering, would a weekly layout suit me better? Like if I rapid log journaled on this weekly calendar section, write down what happened that day, what we did, and then if there's any overflow, if I wanted to expand on any ideas, thoughts, or feelings, I can go and write it on the memo page. And now that would bring me to another question, which is, would this size be good, or would the Traveler's Notebook weekly insert be better for me? Now let's do some junk journaling, shall we? I have a sticker I really want to use. I haven't journaled in a while. I changed this whole area of the layout. If you've seen my August plan with me, this looked completely different and I hated it. I really wanted to rip it out and do something else. And finally, I gathered enough junk to do so. And now I like it a lot more. This is the sticker that I have. I didn't rip it out that well. This came from a wine bottle. Let's see what else I have for junk. I think I got to do something vintagey and nostalgic just because of the color scheme and the fonts. What a beautiful sticker. It's fall now, so I feel like this would be kind of nice. So it kind of matches the color of this sticker. Or even this one. Peach trees in blossom. Souvenir du Mauve. That will look nice as well. I'm sorry I just stop talking. When I'm concentrating, doing something, I just stop talking completely. I can't really multitask when it comes to doing something creative. So I hope you don't mind the silence and the, I guess, ASMR, if there's any ASMR. I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm going for. I haven't watched any junk journaling videos online because I want to go into this as organically as possible, allowing myself to go wherever the inspiration leads me and to not think too much about it, to not compare myself to anyone else's finished projects. But I don't really know what I'm doing. I hope this is okay. I'm enjoying what I'm doing, and I guess that's all that really matters when it comes to junk journaling. Yeah, I like this. I really like this. I just don't know how to put it in. Maybe it would be good to watch some junk journaling content just so I can grab some inspiration in how to incorporate and collage different elements. I don't really want to repeat this kind of layout because I've done that with this one. I feel like it's the same thing. I don't really want to do that. Even though it is pretty, I wonder if maybe I should just cut it out. That'd be super risky of me. Oh, I'm tempted. Oh well, let's just give it a shot. I like this one. All right, and that is the junk journal spread. I'm gonna write the date. Today is September 5th. Hi.
This guy's tired.
Is you tired?
You almost done?
Yeah. I'm more or less done filming. With my junk journal spread?
Yeah, that's cool.
Hi, baby. Oh, you want mama? Okay, so I just have my son here with me in my arms, so please don't mind him. This is my current setup for the coming week ahead. I think in the next week or so, I'm gonna purchase a traveler's notebook, insert the weekly layout with the memo as well, and see if that size works for me. Yes, are you talking? You have stuff you want to say? I hope you enjoyed this video and this opportunity for us to hang out and journal together. Let me know if you would like to see more content like this in the future. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Oh, what did you say?
Baba.
Max says bye.